Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. State tourism and job agencies lose funding in a fiery debate, and Suncoast seniors are still feeling sexy. We'll discuss.
Hi, I'm Kathy Clampett, owner of Giggles, and I'll help everyone ramp up the romance with gift ideas just in time for Valentine's Day.
I'm senior producer Joey Panic. We're going to see what we know about the historic Westminster Dog Show. Plus, the Ringling Museum has a new exhibit unlike anything that they've ever done before.
And I'm Linda Carson. Forbidden love can be romantic and heartbreaking. Manatee players are here to preview the musical, The Bridges of Madison County. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome to Kathy Clampett.
yes.
Great to have you with us, and just bright and vibrant in the pink. We love it.
Happy to be here.
Good.
Enjoy it.
We're going to have a lot of fun. I missed everybody yesterday, but I saw on social media that we had like a whole new look on the set. Everybody sitting up a little higher, and then I came today and it's back to the same old.
Fancy furniture for one day.
Yeah, look at the
It was
carving and the
beautiful.
wood.
We stepped it up literally. We were up a little higher. It was funny, Bobeth had to get out of her chair to read an intro and stand up. It was a counter height table from Dutch Crafters. It was beautiful.
Love it. Yeah, the wood is absolutely stunning.
Yes.
What, we couldn't like hang on to the class? We're back to Formica today,
Working our
people.
way up
We
one
wanted
step
you to
at a
feel
time.
comfortable when you came back.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, you know, I don't want the table to get more attention than the rest of us, that's for sure. All right, well, great to be back with everybody, and great to find those little spots across the Suncoast that people don't know about. But guess where we find out about them? In Sports Illustrated. I want to welcome Justin Swisher. He is one of the co-owners of SOB, not my name, Burgers. And I understand, Justin, a Sports Illustrated writer found your spot and is all excited to talk about your burgers, specifically the Holy Grail.
Yep.
These
Tell
are
us
beautiful.
about the Holy Grail.
Well, it's 2 5-ounce patties, 10 ounces total, and 5 ounces of mac and cheese that we make everything in-house.
Gonna have you turn, no,
Sure.
this way. Come
This
by
way,
me.
all
I don't
right.
bite. I'm not gonna bite you. I am gonna bite this
We
though.
could buy
Okay.
this one down here.
I am digging in because there is mac and cheese involved here. How did you come up with the idea to combine all these things?
I had a customer come in and mention it to me, and that same night I come up with it.
That is amazing.
Let's see.
And there
You
it
are
is from
eating
the
that?
Sports
Let me-
Illustrated article. Did you
Yep.
know that there was a Sports Illustrated writer eating the burger?
No, I had a customer come in that reads Sports Illustrated faithfully, and he says, you know, you're in Sports Illustrated. I really didn't believe him. I was like, okay, yeah.
That's
And then I went
amazing.
on and researched it, and sure enough, we were.
Wow.
Joey's picking out the bacon. I'm
This
just
is
I
what
mean, I'm just saying.
Linda, go for it. Now, I understand the pretzel bun
I can do this.
is one of your signatures. What can
Yeah.
you tell me about the pretzel bun?
Well, we have a company up in St. Pete that actually makes them for us. They're super soft. Most of the time you get them, they're real hard and dense.
Right.
And they're super soft and fluffy. And they've worked out ever since and have been a big seller.
Well,
Oh, it is delicious.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us where
Appreciate
you're
it.
located in Bradenton.
We're located off the 5866 14th Street West.
Okay.
Look for the sign that says SOB Burgers,
I have to ask, why did you name it SOB Burgers?
south of Bradenton.
Oh, all right. See, we were assuming bad
Like
things.
Wasn't my-
Soho in New York.
Yep.
Exactly. All right. Just south of Bradenton, SOB Burgers. See if you can eat the Holy Grail and check out the pretzel buns. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, I appreciate
Congrats
it.
on
So
the
good.
Thanks.
It is so good.
First Christy Brinkley on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and now Bradenton.
This is more exciting than Christy
Yeah.
Brinkley. And this is why we don't look like Christy Brinkley, by the way, because we're busy eating this burger.
Well,
but
we
that's
actually
all
thought
right.
it was kind of funny because most of the time you guys have a lot of health things on there. When we got asked, we were kind of impressed, like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're watching the wrong days.
Right. We just act healthy, Justin. It's really not the way we roll. All right. I'm annoyed that I have to keep talking because I want to keep eating. But
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
congratulations. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks.
I love those
Appreciate it.
little finds right here on the Suncoast. It is time for our first hot topic. Joey, stop eating. We have something important to talk about. A Florida House committee wipes out 2 major programs, Visit Florida and Enterprise Florida. A bill passed that kills the funding for the tourism marketing and an agency that entices companies to add jobs in our state. Tourism industry professionals say small businesses will suffer without these extra state dollars, but those in support of the cuts say the current economic incentives are selective and that all Florida businesses need to benefit from things like tax cuts. Tourism is our top industry. What do you think about
this? Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. They say not many people get benefit from this. Then give it to everybody, but keep it in there. We're killing the goose that laid the golden eggs. I've got all these old stories.
They're good.
Keep it coming, Linda.
Well, I wonder, do all of these, and I don't know, I'm not suggesting, but I'm asking, do these agencies, do they compete to do the same things? Because I know that there's a statewide Visit Florida, but then there's also each county. Like we have Visit Sarasota, Visit Bradenton.
Well,
do they all feed into the same funnel?
Well, we all benefit from Florida overall, but we don't want them to go to northern Florida. We want to come to Sarasota and Bradenton.
Well,
so
that's kind of what I thought. I mean,
yes.
We're promoting our area. I don't think anyone is going to argue that the Suncoast doesn't speak for itself well, but you know, now we're losing the state bubble. I don't know how much that affects all of us. So it just seems like the typical battle of who puts money where.
Well, and I don't know if this is relevant, but you figure too that Miami markets differently than Tallahassee than we do. Even the East Coast and West Coast of Florida market differently.
Right.
So it is a good argument.
And to the different people, because not the people who go to Fort Lauderdale for spring break and the people that come to Sarasota are the same. So we need to market differently
But
too.
the committee argued that this was actually pro small business. So Kathy, you own a small business here. Do you feel like you're getting enough state supported incentives as a business owner?
Not really. Not really. I'm content with it, and we've dealt with it, and I'm so happy that we've survived through the recession, and our business has been good. But I don't ever really feel like we have any incentive to continue, especially as a small business, you know, at brick and mortar.
But they talk about how incentive-driven our economy is for Florida, so I guess
we've lost a lot of bids for companies that wanted to come here, and Sarasota County was on, you know, was #2 on the list, but another, you know, another state got them with a better incentive.
And you know, we don't have to pay state taxes because of our tourism. They're taking care of the taxes. I don't want to pay state taxes. Bring them in.
Absolutely. Well, more good news, though, for small businesses because a Bradenton waterfront bar will reopen with a new name. It was Tarpon Point Grill and Tiki Bar. It was at the end of the Bradenton Riverwalk and closed about a year ago. Picturesque spot there. It is now going to become Caddies on the Point. So the Caddies Business Group runs the popular Caddies on the Beach in St. Pete Beach, as well as some other bars in St. Pete and Tampa. The new owners say they chose the location because of the growing Bradenton business scene and also picturesque property. I'm sure businesses like SOB Burgers that was just in here will appreciate more people in Bradenton.
Oh, that's such a beautiful location. I've been to a wedding there. I've been to a lot of parties there, and it's just so pretty.
I agree. I'm so happy. There are not as many places as one would think that you can actually sit on the water, enjoy live music, enjoy a cocktail, enjoy food, and that was a great one. I mean, that view right over the bay was gorgeous.
And thumbs up to Bradenton, because don't we complain all the time about how Sarasota does not utilize the bayfront, but Bradenton is utilizing its riverfront.
Yes.
So I think that really gives them, honestly, a little bit of an edge right now in what we're doing.
They've done so many positive things.
Yep, so another spot on the
that's
way.
good.
We look forward to it. So we never outgrow the need for romance. Some great statistics support this love story. Studies show the 50-plus age group is the fastest growing user demographic for the dating service Match.com. That makes up almost a quarter of all users. Multiple scientific studies find that lower mortality rates and reduced risk of cancer and heart disease are in married couples. And here's my favorite. 91% of over 70 singles say sex is important to them in relationships. So love never dies. And Kathy, I know that you with Giggles do a lot in helping senior couples. Tell us what you've noticed with our sexy seniors.
There's almost never a day that when I'm working that I don't have a lovely woman come in, and I'm saying ages are going to be 50 on way up. I mean, 70 is no big deal. But what a lot of them, they really are in a situation where they do want to date again, but they're almost like a virgin. Many of them got married when they were 18 or 19 years old. That was the only man that they ever really had a relationship with. And now what they're finding is, you know, maybe their husband's been dead for 5 years, he was ill for 3 or 4 years, and now they're thrown into this dating world. And it's very frightening, but a lot of times they do meet lovely friends, and it's not always, but oftentimes it's a friend that they've had from the past that their partner has also passed away, and they really do want to rekindle this part of their life, but it's not always easy. There's a lot of baby steps along the way.
My old boyfriend from junior college came back after my husband died when I was in my 70s. And I can tell you the feelings were still the same. I hadn't seen him in 50 years, so that person was not the same.
Was it awkward though? Like, how do you?
Never.
Really?
No. But then it turned out we were very, very, well, for one thing, he said, don't ever talk to me about your work or your friends or your kids. Well, that's a deal breaker. So that was the end of that.
That is a deal breaker.
But the flame was there.
The flame was definitely as hot as ever.
Well, when you do the math, like, and you know what you're both saying, when you do the math and think how long ago it was when someone, like Kathy's talking about, had dated, and think how differently dating is now. I mean, think how differently it is 15 years ago, but now things are done online, there's profiles, you have to have your web picture. I mean, it's got to be intimidating. It's intimidating if I was single again.
Well, Kathy knows the answer, so come ask me.
That's right. We know who to talk to. Well, we also know that love can end badly, however. It did for a businessman who blames Uber for his divorce. So the guy borrowed his wife's phone at one point to order Uber, and then he logged out of his account. Well, apparently a misfunction in the Uber app kept sending his wife notifications every time he ordered an Uber after that. Well, he ordered Uber a lot and went places he shouldn't have, according to his wife, as in allegedly places with other women. So the wife files for divorce. The man then blames the Uber app for the glitch, and he's now suing Uber for $45 million.
That's the devil made me do it.
Yes.
You're the guy that was cheating. Take responsibility.
Yeah, all technology does is deliver information. So he's, it's his own behavior that it delivers.
Well, and we love technology so much, but I mean, how many times have we heard of the I caught the text messages that you were sending to so-and-so? I mean, it bites you as often as it helps you.
I've been caught texting someone about that person, You're like, that wasn't supposed to go to you. And that's me. I can't blame AT&T for that.
Yeah.
Very funny. Well, you've heard it all. There's a place you can go now to say thank you for being a friend. The Rue LaRue Cafe in New York is Golden Girls themed, and it celebrates our favorite group of mature girlfriends. So the owner is a personal friend of the late Rue McClanahan, also known as Blanche on the show. He inherited a lot of her belongings and memorabilia when she died in 2010, so he opened the cafe as a tribute to her and the show. You'll recognize many recipes, including the cheesecake. And Joey, I'm surprised you haven't already gone, because I know how much you love Golden Girls.
I've been so concerned, and I know Linda loves it too. I've been so concerned that Golden Girls was going to fall off in pop culture and nobody would care anymore, and I'm so happy that it's going to go on to the next generation.
Oh, it used to play. Golden Girls was on weekend, and my husband was coaching, so I would be with the team, but I couldn't go out of the hotel room, so I would watch Golden Girls, and I was the happiest person there.
Linda, I should have called you.
You should have called.
5 and 5:30. 11 and 11:30, it was always on.
Well, we're going to put in for the pilot of the remake, I think, with our group. So that would be fun. It would be a lot of fun.
I could be Dorothy.
You could be Blanche.
You would be Blanche. You would be Blanche.
I'd have to ask you for advice.
Well, plastic surgery continues to gain in popularity, but here's a guy that takes plastic to a new level. They call him the human Ken doll.
Oh my gosh.
Because he looks so plastic. Rodrigo Alves has had more than 50 plastic surgeries. He says it's like a domino effect. Like when you start dyeing your hair, you just can't stop. Alves says he was born in the wrong body, but now his soul matches his appearance.
He must have a really twisted soul.
I wonder what he sees when he looks in the mirror, Because he can't see what we see, unless he's trying to, all these surgeries are trying to fix what.
Well, I think that at Trader Joe's some days too, though. I mean, hello.
Yeah, but I had a facelift 10 years ago. Didn't make me want to keep having facelifts. That was enough.
But you look like you. You.
Unfortunately.
But you haven't completely altered it. I feel for him. I don't know what's happening.
Well, it's a disorder, right?
Yeah.
But I don't. Maybe he wants to look. I mean, maybe that's
He
the
likes
look
it.
that he really
That's true.
he
Maybe he's
wanted.
happy.
Because he continues.
Yeah, and he says he's happy. He says he is comfortable in his own skin. I don't know if it's really
Or
his own
whose skin that is, yeah.
but
And his hair even looks fake. So.
Trying to refrain from the obvious Ken doll jokes, so I will just say good for him.
I almost want to touch his face.
And
I mean,
see if it's hard.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like one of those plastic masks.
he does look very plastic. All right, we're going to check out our happy hour forecast. When we come back, Kathy has some sexy gift ideas for Valentine's Day from Giggles.
So good to see you on this Thursday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Josh Still. We're looking at our current weather right now, and it's beautiful outside with a current temperature of 75 degrees with mostly sunny skies, dew point at 49, humidity at 40%, northwesterly winds. Those winds are going to get a little bit breezy as we go through the overnight hours. We're sustained at 13 miles per hour right now. All in the wake of this big storm system producing some very heavy snow up in the northeast. We're in the tail end of this cold front here, so produce some light showers. As far as the activity goes, as far as rainfall, it's well to our south and east around the Fort Lauderdale area over Alligator Alley, but those are slowly pulling away. Right now, temperatures look like this in the mid-70s along the coast and mid to upper 80s inland. At least they were before, so it was quite warm. And the evening planner shows temperatures in the 60s, but by tonight, will be in the low 50s.
Love is in the air with Valentine's Day next week, so we ask our guest host, Kathy Clampett, to give us some tips on how to keep the romantic fires burning. Oh, we're so lucky that you're here today, Kathy.
Thank
so how
you.
do we keep the romance going with somebody?
Actually, I think one of the most important things is to really focus on your partner, and key point, shut off the cell phone once in a while and just focus on them and do something where you go out of your way to make them think that you were just thinking about them, something very special. And a lot of times I think men get just a little bit left out. So I think for Valentine's Day, it might be fun to surprise your partner with some sexy underwear, letting him know that I think you're fabulous.
Well, and you get to enjoy them too when he
Yes.
puts them on.
That's
Hello.
that's
I do
what's
need
great.
to say from personal experience that a good
Yes.
pair of underwear, I will say it's like the wonder bra for women.
It
It's
is.
what it is for men. It's,
Wait a minute, it's like a uplift sort of thing?
Let's just say it's nice to have
Thank you,
everything
Linda.
together and secure.
Yes.
So
And it looks better in the right place.
it has elastic
And you
in it
feel
or
good. You know, you
something?
feel good if you wear nice,
You do.
like a nice undershirt or under whatever.
You do.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know they made those. This is really fun. Tell me more.
Men like sensuous fabrics against their skin, just like
Right,
women
absolutely.
do. And
Sure.
this particular brand, Andrew Christian, does lift up, make the package look a little bit more impressive, which women have done things like this for years, and the boys can do it.
Why not?
I'm in a good mood when I wear good socks. So imagine.
Yes.
How good you
yeah.
feel it?
Yes.
You had a good. Never
For the
mind.
ladies now.
Yes.
All the ladies.
And for the ladies, these are some of the easiest things to purchase, and a lot of men and women buy these. They're a packaged outfit. Everything
A
is
packaged outfit.
Everything is contained. Gentlemen like these because if they're not too sure of the size, it fits 100 to 160
Okay,
pounds.
this is the way this one looks, and this
And
is the
Linda
way
has it.
it would look on me.
It's peekaboo.
It's
Yes.
peekaboo. See, that's the collar, and this is where I would put my head. It's beautiful.
Stunning on you. Pink's fabulous.
What
on
is
you.
that song? Do you think I'm sexy?
Yes, Rod Stewart. This is
Okay.
nice because don't you feel like we've gone to so much almost nudity that it's nice to cover up a little bit and
Absolutely.
have
Yes.
a little
Absolutely.
something.
I like being covered up. Saying.
Yes.
And
All right, now in front of me,
And
what have we got here?
Kama Sutra you can buy. They have wonderful products, but they also have something that they've designed specifically for Valentine's Day. It's a sweetheart, and it has small sizes. It has, you can get strawberry or raspberry. There's a massage cream. It's a souffle. There's a white chocolate body paint that's fun with a brush, and it comes with the body dust and a feather duster.
And as you said, it's about taking time to
Taking time.
be together and
Oh,
relax.
that's the feather
Taking
duster?
time. It's all about taking time. All of us are so busy. We have
tickles.
multiple people that are pulling at us to do different things. And I think it's important, you know, we take a half hour to watch something on TV or to look at the paper. And I think
Right.
it's very important that we spend at least 30 minutes, block out time, or even if you want to plan a month anniversary, do a specific time with your partner where the phones are shut off and you've scheduled this time just like you would an appointment at the
Absolutely.
dentist.
And I'd like to
Everything.
schedule mine with massage cream.
Yes.
Please.
So
And-
tell us about this stone here.
That's what, you know, I've shown this on air before, and I brought it again because it's one of my favorite items. It's a ceramic stone massage, and the contour of it is perfect for massage. Anybody, even the very beginning novice, can give a fabulous
I'm waiting
massage.
for a demo, in case
Yes.
you wondered.
It's fabulous. It's alone, it's wonderful. I like to put it in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes.
Oh, you're good at
And
that.
then I use like a napkin to hold it so it won't burn your
So
fingers.
you can do like a warm stone.
So
That's
yes.
nice.
So you check out all of your products.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Of course. Well, and this looks like we could make things a little fun with the game.
You know, Enchanted Evening is, I'm not a big game player, but this particular game is, it's been purchased and played by over 1 million people. And it's not goofy, it's very sweet, it's not intimidating. It starts at, it's a board game, and it's lighthearted, and even if you're tired, when you start to play this, it's like, it's just cute, it's fun, and it's suggestive. It's not anything embarrassing, but as you play, it sets you up baby steps along the way where this is cute and this is fun, and it gets a little bit more risque.
Oh, that might be
As you
fun
get
if you get
toward
to
the
know
end.
Children
someone.
should not play.
It's not for kids, but it's for big kids. Mom and
I
Dad need
love
time.
your place. You can,
Thank you.
and she can give you all the information in the world you need to know about romance. It's Giggles on the
Yes.
South Trail. It is south of Trader Joe's, and you can go on Facebook, and it's Giggles Sarasota. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Valentine's
Thank
Day.
you.
Oh, thank you,
Yes, it's
Joey.
very
Thank
nice.
you. And next, we'll be right back with some more exciting information.
Multitasking.
Oh, stop that, Joey. Stop that. Next,
want
Manatee
the
Performing
massager.
Arts Center will have some romantic music and a romantic play for us.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota flooring.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Come out to the best party of the season, the Goodwill Mardi Gras Gala on February 28th at Michael's on E. Tickets at experiencegoodwill.org.
Contemporary Cabinetry and Closet Concepts. Our strength is in building a relationship with our clients. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years. When you organize your home, you simplify your life. Call today for a free in-home consultation or visit the web at contemporarycabinetry.srq.com.
one of the most romantic stories ever written, describes a lonely Iowa farm wife who falls in love by chance with a traveling photographer. The Bridges of Madison County became a best-selling novel and a Tony Award-winning Broadway musical, and it's now being staged at the Manatee Performing Arts Center. We welcome Diane Dawson and Chip Dugan, the stars of the show. Oh, we're so excited about this. Stephanie and I love this movie.
The romantic in all of us.
Oh, yes. Tell us, Joey said he has not.
Never seen the movie.
He doesn't know the story. This is shocking to us.
No.
Would you tell the story for anybody like Joey that doesn't know it?
Sure. It's about Francesca Johnson, who originally came from Italy. She marries an American soldier who brings her over to his family farm in Iowa. And when we meet them in the play or in the musical, we meet Francesca, their 2 teenage children, and Bud, the husband, which is different from the novel and the film, because we meet in the film the children are older, but we learn a lot more about the family and their background. And then the family goes off to the Indiana State Fair for 4 days. And in that time, this traveling photographer.
Along comes this guy.
Robert comes in. He's a National Geographic photographer on assignment to take pictures of the famous covered bridges of Madison County.
You know, we know this story so well. This must be a lot of pressure, because I have a picture in my mind of these guys.
Me
This
too.
must be a lot of pressure for you guys.
How do you create that intensity that happens in just 4 days?
We rehearsed for 4 months.
You have 4 months to fall in love.
How does it work as a movie? I mean, as a musical. It was a great movie, but how do you make it a musical? A little dancing and singing in there.
Well, actually, that's the interesting thing. There really isn't dancing. It's the music in this show is really a huge part of the storytelling. There's a great book. We've been calling it a play with music.
Right.
The book is written by Marcia Norman, who wrote Night Mother and the libretto to Secret Garden, and then the music is by Jason Robert Brown, who is an incredible storyteller. But it's, you know, in a musical, you sing when you can't speak anymore. Your emotional level just, it takes you up there to needing to say something more than words only can say. So I think that the music is the thing that really helps the intensity, along with a great book. It was fantastic playwright, fantastic composer.
You know, I think it's a story we can relate to. We all have that hope and dream of, you know, that intense feeling for someone.
Well, I'll be there with our Kleenex. At the ManateePerformingArtsCenter.com, you can get all the information about the tickets and when you can see it. It's on between February 9th and 26th. This would be a great way to spend Valentine's. Thank you guys so much. And next, we're going to learn about the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. We'll learn about our pets, too.
Pro Cream by Dr. Anna, known as the facelift in a bottle, is an all-natural anti-aging formula that tightens skin and muscles, making you look younger. It's made in Sarasota with real pearls, Chinese herbs, and no preservatives. Visit our store or at pearlcreambydranna.com.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
The official salon of ABC7.
Go ahead. Make a fashion statement. Demand something more than just ordinary. Capture elegance in every turn and drive with flair. where beautiful styling is standard. Stop in and take a test drive. I'll guarantee you'll never go back to plain vanilla again. The all-new 2017 Fiat 500, starting at $14,999. Only at Sunset Fiat in Sarasota.
Ideologue. I am an originalist.
Pro Cream by Dr. Anna, known as the facelift in a bottle, is an all-natural anti-aging formula that tightens skin and muscles, making you look younger. It's made in Sarasota with real pearls, Chinese herbs, and no preservatives. Visit our store or at pearlcreambydranna.com.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. Chef Randy from Ruth's Chris Steakhouse is in our kitchen today. Welcome, Chef, and what are we making?
We're going to go over our seafood tower that we have in the restaurant. It's one of our appetizers. You get a full size or a half size. We're going to talk about how to cut a lobster and go over that type of those type of items. Also, I brought some wine for you again. So Santa Cristina Piggio Grigio and Pinot Grigio, and then we're just going to go ahead and dig in.
Dig into the seafood. It sounds good. We'll see you in the kitchen in just a few minutes.
Well, dogs of all shapes and sizes will compete for Best in Show at the 141st Annual Westminster Dog Kennel Show this weekend. Today, pet trends expert Charlotte Reed is here to test our knowledge about this canine competition. Charlotte, I have to be honest, I love watching the dogs. I know nothing about the dog show whatsoever.
Of course you do. You know, the Westminster Kennel Club, what's so cool about it, 141 years of age, but it's still cool. So you probably know more than you think that you know.
All right, we hope so.
The proof is in the pudding, as they say. So let's start with the first question.
Well, first of all, I want to tell everyone I prepared these champion bags. These are my blue ribbon bags. So when you answer a question, you will be able to take a prize from my blue ribbon pet selection.
So you're up in the ante.
So even though you might not have a dog show competitor, a champion who competes in agility, obedience, and confirmation,
Lulu's good
your
at none
dog,
of those so
Meatball
far, by the way.
especially, and Lulu, are blue ribbon pets to you and Joey.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Let the games begin.
The first question.
How old is the Westminster Kennel Club?
I know.
Oh, I got it.
Ding,
I
ding.
got
Okay,
it.
Linda, you first.
142.
Right. And that was a trick question. The Westminster Kennel Club is 142, but the show is 141 years of
That
age.
was a trick question.
What were
That
they
was a
doing
trick
the first
question.
year?
Organizing a group of fanciers came
That
together
was a trick
at the
question.
Westminster Hotel on 16th Street. In Washington Square Park, near Washington Square Park, 16th and Irving, and that's where the show gets its
All right,
name.
Linda gets
Do
a
I get a
prize.
prize?
You get a prize.
Okay.
Pick and tell us.
You take
What
the
is
chuck
this?
it. Well, you get this, and you get this, and you get this.
I
This is a
got
chuck it
jackpot.
play kit. You've got something to train your dog with. This actually, the zippy flight glows in the dark, and you've got a ball.
Oh, I am in love.
So you've covered your
Whoa.
exercise, mental stimulation,
Maybe I
and
should
some
use
training.
them myself.
Absolutely.
All right, next
okay,
question.
next question. Who are the hosts of the Westminster Kennel Club this year? David Fry and Mary Carrillo, Gail Miller-Beischer and Chris Myers. You probably know him from Fox Sports 1. Thomas Bradley and Florence Foti. Sean McCarthy and Linda Duane.
Oh my gosh, I don't know any of these.
Oh, I think it's that Chris guy that you said.
I'm going
number 4.
I'm
Sean
going
McCarthy.
number 3.
I'm going number 2.
You're a winner again. Okay, so I will tell you, first of all, this is a big shout out because all of these people work at the Westminster Kennel Club. Gail Miller-Beischer is a judge, and now she replaced David Fry. And you just saw Chris Myers on Fox Sports 1 interviewing first
we just
Tom
found
Bradley.
something I'm good at. This is
Can
the
I just say that just
good
because I
at.
didn't know who you are, please don't hold that against Lulu if
Oh,
you ever
don't.
enter her.
Do I get another prize?
Tom Bradley used to be the show chair. Florence Foti actually runs the dog show. Sean McCarthy is the president of Westminster Kennel Club.
Wow.
And Linda Duane helps out in the office.
And our Linda gets a prize.
And you get a prize. You get certified organic paw rescue from Pura Naturals, and you moisturize the paws with it.
What a great idea.
You're in luck tonight.
Yeah.
You are a lucky duck.
We got to knock Linda off her pedestal here.
Next question. Which breed has the largest entry? And I will give you all a hint. I have one of these dogs.
3, golden retriever.
That's right. You pick a prize.
All right, I am picking the quick bath.
Okay, we love that. International Vet Science Quick Bath. And you actually get the Tushy Wipes, which I love.
The Tushy Wipes.
I'll get you some Tushy Wipes.
Excuse me?
I'll get you some Tushy Wipes.
Here, that's gross.
You
You
need
can have
something
them.
for the tuchus. The tuchus. Okay, let's move on. How many breeds and varieties are represented during the dog show?
I say number 2, 160.
I say number 2.
200. Number 3. Oh my goodness, she's got to stop playing. She's won again.
I told Give her the poop bags.
Thank you. There's also a pooper scooper. It's purple.
I'd rather have the bag.
Okay, I like these pick-a-bin poop bags because they are biodegradable. They compostable, and also there's a handy wipe in there.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, I need to ask a dumb question very
Okay.
quickly. They're biodegradable. Does that mean I dig a hole and bury the bag in the poop? What do I do with it?
Well, you should always pick your poop up in a bag and
Right.
throw it away. Never leave
Then
it in
why
the
do I
soil.
want them biodegradable? 'Cause it helps
if you're
in the
out
landfill?
You're too suburban. You're used to like
They go
you want
somewhere.
to you want to put it in the bag. It'll degrade
It'll eventually
in the
go somewhere.
landfill.
That's
Okay,
right.
Got it.
Okay, so
All right,
the
I'm
reason
degrading these questions.
the
I'm
reason-
going to win now.
The reason I asked that question, normally there's 202 breeds and varieties. A variety, so everybody knows this, is when a dog is shown in more than one classification. So
Okay.
think of Doxies. You've got smooth coat, wire hair.
Well, next question. Speaking of
Next
breeds.
question.
Okay.
How many dog breed groups will be shown at Westminster in the evening?
I feel lucky. It's 8. The answer is 8.
I think 5.
7.
Winner, chicken dinner!
All right.
What do you want to pick? There's some dog treats.
I like treats.
Okay. We love these Loving Pets made in the U.S.
Oh, I love the
natural
Loving
value
Pets.
treats.
My dogs
And you know
love
what?
these too.
This will last you a month. And what's great about it, use it when you're dog training. You can pick off the treats. Okay.
I think we only have time for one more. And I feel,
Famous
Kathy,
celebrities.
you and I, we're going to win this one.
What famous celebrities have owned dogs at the iconic dog
We've
show?
got new
Martha
breeds.
Stewart,
Oh,
Patty Hearst, Bill Cosby, and the beloved and recently deceased Mary Tyler Moore. Now, I will tell you this. It is a trick question.
Oh, I think then the answer, and Kathy and I, it's probably all of them.
Well, maybe all of them.
Oh.
I would go
Winners!
with
Martha
collaborated.
Stewart.
You're the
Martha
producer.
Stewart
You know
has
these
owned
questions.
chows. Bill Cosby has owned Dandy Dinmont Terriers.
I choose
Patty Hearst is
this prize.
showing her Frenchies. And Mary Tyler Moore have had PVGVs.
I choose this prize right here.
Yeah, he's sweet.
Because he sat through all of this without complaining.
Well, thank you, Charlotte.
Well, you guys did so well.
Now I'm excited to watch the show because now I know so much more. Coming up next,
Wait,
the
Monday and
Ringling
Tuesday.
Museum is here with a surprising new production. We
Monday
cannot
and
wait.
Tuesday, 8 to 11, Fox Sports
Wonderful.
1. And for live streaming of your favorite breed,
Yes.
WestminsterKennelClub.org.
Thank you.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what we're working on for the top of the hour. Florida's controversial Stand Your Ground law may soon be changed. What lawmakers are considering in Tallahassee. Plus, being able to walk and ride safely on the Suncoast. How researchers at USF are using technology to pinpoint hotspots in a special report. Let's get a check on the weather now with meteorologist Josh Stone. Josh?
All right, Scott, thanks. Our current temperature outside is lovely, 75 degrees with mostly sunny skies. The winds out of the northwest at 13 miles per hour. Some of these winds will actually start to increase as we go through the overnight hours. Front came through earlier. That's now well to the south. All part of this vigorous system up in the northeast, producing some heavy snow. But as you can see, clear skies for the most part. That's going to be the case throughout our overnight, and our temperatures in the late overnight hours in the lower 50s.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better eater.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Nobody beats Bacon's with Bassett. Rich finishes, beautiful colors, and over 1,000 different fabrics and leathers to choose from. Bassett Custom Furniture at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Right now, all custom premier sofas, upholstered headboards, and ottomans are 40% off. Don't miss this opportunity to get the custom ordered furniture you've been dreaming of for a limited time at 40% off. Only at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
The Ringling Museum wants to help change how we think about art. So here to tell us about their first major new performance is Sonia Shea from the Ringling. All right, tell us, this is like nothing that we have heard of before. So tell us what's about to happen this month.
So we're having a performance group called Wiseful New Mexico come, and it's all about getting performance off the stage and into the streets and into the community and taking performance right to you. And so that's what we're doing at the museum.
So we're used to going to the Ringling and seeing things on the walls, but now this is actually going to be in the courtyard?
Yeah, so it's in our Museum of Art courtyard, and it's going to be on this beautiful sculpture. They call it kinetic sculpture, and it'll be in the courtyard surrounded by our Renaissance bronze sculptures. So
it really is a performance. I mean,
yeah.
There are people doing all sorts of physical things.
Yes.
And when we go, do we sit? Do we stand? Do we wander?
So you stand and wander. There's going to be engagement activities all throughout the courtyard that kind of correlate to the performance, that you can actually become an active participant. You're not just a sitting down viewer. You're not in a dark theater just kind of watching a stage. You're a part of it. So
wow, sounds a little scary. They're
No,
pretty high up there.
no.
You know what? This is amazing because it seems like in the last several years, the Ringling International Arts Festival has been in the fall, and that's been where there have been these really out-of-the-box things.
Yeah.
And then previously, it was always pretty traditional inside the museum, but it seems like you guys, you're spreading your programming to be more immersive throughout the year. Is that, is that a preview of what we'll see?
Yes, and you're absolutely right. Our museum's first director, his name is Chick Austin. He really saw the entire museum estate as a stage for performance, and he felt that museums were a place to integrate the arts. It's not about just a picture, it's about performance as well, and so that's kind of what we're doing. That's like we're living out the vision of Chick Austin.
Wow, so it's impressive to see, but there's an artistic message behind this performance.
Yeah, so it was part of my thesis for school that I did last year, and it's called New Sincerity, which is basically just bringing sincerity, the term sincerity, back into art, and art as a gift instead of kind of a confrontational postmodern idea, like confronting the audience. We're bringing this art, this gift to our audience.
So you're giving the audience the chance to participate and experience what we see there. I love the name. Explain Wise Fool's Seesaw.
So Wise Fool New Mexico is the entire name of the performance group that's coming, and they're performing Seesaw.
Okay.
So Wise Fool New Mexico, they call themselves Wise Fool because it's based on this idea of the medieval fool and how they could talk to the king about subject matter that no one else could talk about. And they did it through comedy and being funny and whimsy. And so that's what Wise Fool New Mexico is doing now. They're talking about these like really serious topics, but they do it through acrobatics and comedy and fun. And so Seesaw, the piece that we're bringing to the Ringling, is about immigration, which is a very serious topic.
Strangely timely.
Yes, I know.
Perfect timing.
So perfect timing.
It also seems like this is going to be great for people who aren't normally into, oh, let's go to the museum for the day, that aren't into traditional art.
Right, and that's exactly what Wiseful New Mexico is all about. They want people to think, hey, you know, maybe performance wasn't for me. I didn't want to go to a theater. Like, this is totally different. You're not in a theater. It's totally for you. Come and enjoy it. You're a part of the community. and it's got a great message.
And what a great way to outreach for the Ringling, to bring in people that might not otherwise be going.
And you've had Ringling Underground happening, which I know had a huge turnout recently. So this is great. We're all choked up about it. So Seesaw is at the Ringling February 17th and 18th. And for more info, and you can find out how to get tickets, go to ringling.org. We'll be right back with two very interesting stories about two celebs, one close to town and one who will be in town.
I'm Alan Cohn. Conversion therapy for kids. The practice is meant to turn homosexuals straight. Now legislators are trying to ban it in Florida.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-962-4112. That's 1-800-962-4112. Call now, 1-800-962-4112.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Welcome back. We want to take a minute to kind of express our thoughts and also our prayers for the performers at Circus Sarasota and the Nick Wallenda group and family who were impacted by the accident this week. It's been a tough week for our community. The circus is such an important part of who we are.
It is, and they mean so much to all of the community. And we all look up to Nick so much. And I think the statement that he made earlier today was really meaningful. It meant so much that they are all going to be fine. They'll all be back. And our prayers are certainly with them.
And very interesting to hear him talk about how intent the family is on having everything go on. That is who they are, and they know the risks, and they want to continue to have the circus open as scheduled.
It seems like everything that I've heard them say about the family is that the how do you say, the heritage of the family has always been more important to them than any one person's act or one show that they've done. So I mean, I've seen them, as Linda has, we all have. I've seen the circus over many years, and I have now, it's normalized it a little bit for me, and I stopped getting so nervous. And it's just a reminder that they are, we show up to work every day, but when they show up to work, they are taking a huge risk with their lives.
When Nick walked over the Grand Canyon, I wasn't worried. Of course Nick can do that. We've always just said, well, of course they can do that. But we don't realize what a dangerous position they are in.
and yet how strong and brave they are when something like that happens.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's hard for any of us that aren't, in that risky field to really truly grasp their mindset, because we all thought, well, my gosh, how can you just go right back on the wire and do this tomorrow, as they've stated they want to. But that's who they are, and that's their gift and their craft. So we are certainly appreciative and thankful that everything is as good as everything can be, considering the circumstances.
I hope good news keeps coming.
Yep. Yes. Absolutely. So Circus Sarasota is scheduled to go on, and of course we will keep an eye on everything.
And I'll be the guest ringmaster on Sunday at 5.
Well,
I'll be there Saturday. I'll be there Saturday at 2.
You're Saturday at 2.
I guess we know where we're going this weekend, so it'll be great to see you guys there. And something else I want you to put on your calendars, and if you need a Valentine's Day idea, this might be it. Okay, Lady Gaga, fresh off her big Super Bowl halftime show success, is coming to Tampa. I don't know if she'll jump off the roof or not. I guess we'll find out. But that show is scheduled in December. The show is Friday, December 1st. These tickets go on sale Monday, February 20th. So I'm thinking a little love note, a Valentine card, and then you better start dialing fast on February 20th, because
and
those
talk
tickets
about
are going to
dangerous.
go.
I mean, what she does is pretty dangerous too.
That's the way of a performer, as we all know. So exciting that she's coming so close to our area. It is also exciting that there is lobster in the kitchen and a little wine, I hear, as well. We're going to join Ruth's Chris there coming up.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Thinking about having surgery can be a scary thing. And it takes somebody who's in severe pain, bring them in, take good care of them, and then get them out and back to their life is huge. We focus on minimally invasive approaches when possible, and oftentimes people can be back up on their feet in a day or two with a whole lot less pain than before surgery. We fix people's lives. We do.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Nick Walenda explains what happened on the high wire when 5 performers fell.
We don't know yet what happened. There's thoughts that somebody might have fainted.
What we do know about the accident under the Big Top at Circus Sarasota and how the performers are doing today. Plus, taking a quick look at Suncoast Traffic Watch. Right now, there's an accident in Northport on I-75. It's at the Toledo Blade Boulevard exit, and it is backing up traffic. Now, let's head over to Josh.
All right, Haley, beautiful conditions outside, 75 degrees, mostly sunny skies, and our wind is out of the northwest at 13 miles per hour. The wind should increase as we go through the evening hours, and it does look like with these northerly winds transporting some cooler air, our lows in the overnight will drop down to the low 50s.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
If you want to rediscover the smooth, radiant skin of your past, consider a facelift, eyelid lift, or laser resurfacing from Faces by Fezza. Restore your natural, youthful appearance and the confidence that goes with it when you trust your face to the expert hands of Dr. John Fezza. Using a delicate touch, he gives you natural-looking contours, a clean jawline, and long-lasting results. Call today to schedule a private consultation, because when you look good, you feel good. Faces by Fezza at Center for Sight.
It's Greek time, February 9th through the 12th at the 33rd Annual St. Barbara Greek Festival. Experience traditional Greek home cooking, pastries, music, and dancing. Shop the marketplace for crafts and jewelry from local artisans while children play in the kids zone. Enjoy a day in Greece without leaving the area. Just be sure to bring your appetite. Don't miss the St. Barbara Greek Festival in Sarasota at the church located just north of University Parkway at the corner of Lockwood Ridge and Talavast Road. Visit stbarbarafestival.org or Facebook for details. Yasu!
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Coming up Friday at 4 on Suncoast View, we're going to have a prom fashion show. Season is just around the corner, so lots of great fashions coming up with that. Also coming up, Cutting Loose here to teach us how to control our curls. At first I thought that was like control the girls. No, control your curls. The theater preview is legal in theme tomorrow as we talk about both the Supreme Court and Legally Blonde. And Curry Station will join us in the kitchen.
And we are so excited to have Chef Randy from Ruth Chris here.
And
with
a friend.
This beautiful display. This is
Who's
awesome.
your friend?
So tell us
I
what
haven't
we're
named
doing.
it yet because it doesn't stay on the shelf long. So
Okay, that's good. It's probably harder to harm them when they have names.
So you're going to show us how to cut that open?
Yeah, we're going to show you how to cut it. This is pretty much what our seafood tower is. It has
Wow.
jumbo shrimp, it has colossal crab meat, it has 2 lobster, just a little bit of everything. It has king crab
So it
legs
comes
as well.
to the table like
comes
that?
to the table like this, actually.
Oh
a little
my
bit
gosh.
of parsley on top, and then we do a sriracha lime and a cocktail sauce
Very
actually with
impressive.
it as well. So which is actually over here, so you could try it. Which you
Okay,
snuck
yeah.
a few over
I
here.
snuck a couple bites over here.
So I'm just going to show you real quick. You're just going to go ahead and you're going to take the lobster. You rip off the arms. You rip off that part of the arm. You go ahead and you go behind the head. And you can just cut straight down.
That didn't look hard.
No, the thing that somebody's told me this before, and I never wanted to confirm it because I feel bad about killing lobster like this.
Yeah.
But they don't have any nerves. So
They don't have any
feel bad.
nerves?
Yeah, don't feel
Well,
bad, I guess.
it's already been put into a pot, right?
Yes, this
Steamed.
has been cooked, steamed, and everything, so that you can actually go ahead and.
Can I ask
cut
a
it up and
question?
everything.
Do
Sure.
they scream when you
No,
put
no,
them
no,
in
no,
the
no.
pot?
That's.
I've heard that.
No, they don't. It sounds like they're screaming. But
That's just awful.
The water
it's
boiling.
just the steam going through the actual shell and everything, so it kind of
So
whistles.
it's a whistle, it's
Yeah.
not a scream.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So
And it's not the lobster, it's the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're over feeling
Just
bad
to make
for the
it feel
lobster.
better, yeah.
Okay,
So,
good.
But you go ahead and you cut the lobster down the middle, and you go ahead and you just rip out some of the
Look
meat,
how
right?
easy it is for
Now-
And
him.
it is, because
For
a lot of
him.
people, like, they're just kind of, oh, what am I going to do with this? Or how, like, you go buy a big lobster.
Right,
and
they're
from the
intimidating to
store,
me.
And it's intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just going to go ahead, and that's how you clean those out. You just go ahead.
And so
rip out the
no
meat.
part of that I don't eat, and I just rinse off the extra meat so it looks prettier.
Right.
Oh.
And a little bit of the vein in there.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
make
wanna
it
eat
look
that.
very, very easy.
So then
I'd
that's
still
all
rather
nice
you
and
do
pretty,
it.
Right? Then you go ahead and you go to the shell.
Oh, yes. I've
You
tried
can go
this so many
This is
times.
the part I
Oh,
need to
yeah.
understand.
Well, you can cut down, bend the knife.
Oh.
It already has it cut off. You go ahead and you
Look at
do the
that.
shell.
Okay, so when it comes to me at the table and it looks like this,
Yeah.
what's the polite thing to do? Do I break here or do I pull here?
Yeah, you can
Do I
that.
stick it in my mouth like that? I never know what to do.
I've seen many people do anything. So you can go ahead and you just rip the claw, and you can
Okay.
get the meat.
Oh, my.
So you just got
Okay.
part of it, but you can go ahead.
Yeah.
It's
And,
like a little ice cream cone.
I actually had a date order one of
Yeah.
these once that I was mortified. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
wouldn't
I know what
either.
to do with that.
so that's pretty much easy. And then you have the leg. What I do is I'll cut off the end piece
left
right
you
here,
some.
and there goes that piece. And you just cut straight down the middle. And I usually use shears because it's easier. And then you're not crushing the meat. You're actually just putting the knife in between, where you just cut with the shears. That way that you're not squishing the meat. It's not doing anything else. And then you get that nice piece of meat out right
Oh,
there.
that's
You
a
don't
good
have-
piece of meat.
You don't have to
Pretty
use crackers or anything
complicated.
like that.
Now, the head obviously comes in gorgeous display. Do we eat any part of that?
No.
Do you have to explain that
See,
to
I
people?
don't
Gonna
think
No,
I know
I mean,
that.
no, because we clean it out. Like right now, you can kind of see the
Right.
brains and everything.
I
I knew you'd love that. No, right. So it's pretty much just how this comes out exactly right here.
And then what's in the little dishes there?
That's actually colossal crab meat.
Oh. So you
no
guys,
imitation, no fake stuff. This is all the real.
the real
deal.
thing.
This is the
You
real
guys
deal.
actually do catering, right? So we
Yes.
don't have to look at the brains.
And we've done big catering to small catering. We just did for a table last night. We came in and it was 8 people, and we actually went to their house, cooked for them.
Oh, wonderful!
And then we can all go up to 45, 60, whatever's kind of there.
So the Seafood Tower can come to you with Ruth Chris Steakhouse, and of course, lots of great ideas as we head into Valentine's weekend. I'm assuming we need reservations and quickly as we get to these next few days.
Prisoner wine dinner on the 23rd, one of your favorites.
Yes, Prisoner is a wonderful red wine. So
I
we
thought
can
that had something to do with jail. Cheers
with some wonderful Pinot Grigio from Ruth's Chris, and it matches well with our Seafood Tower. I'm happy to know that everybody will enjoy that. And Kathy, thank you so much for the great Valentine gift ideas. It's never too late to heat things up in romance. So great to have you. Joey, thanks for hanging out. I know you're busy eating and drinking. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view.